The recent theme of the videos for this channel has been me touching base with you guys on Instagram. I like to see what you guys are thinking and what are your current favorite fragrances. I'm going to be going to yoga in about 15 minutes, so we're going to do a rapid video today, guys, where I review 20 of your #1 rated fragrances at the moment. I'm in my wife beater today because you've been seeing me sweating in these recent videos. It's too hot. Let's get started. I've got all your answers here from our Instagram story. We're starting off with Cedrat Boise Intense. This is an improvement to the original. It's smoother, longer lasting, and the oud note is a nice touch. Chanel Platinum Egoiste. Beastly, metallic, and mature. 35 years old and plus. Tommy Hilfiger's Impact Intense. Now that is a good fragrance that's an affordable alternative to Parfum de Marly's Leighton. It smells like Leighton and Hugo Boss Intense had a baby. It's a good fragrance. Viktor and Rolf Spicebomb, the original, is a classic. It's sweet, mass appealing, spicy. I think it's a good fragrance for a young guy, but if you're 30 years old and above, go for Man in Black by Bulgari. Xerjoff Naxos is a masterpiece. Lavender, honey, and tobacco, one of the best in the game for Oriental style fragrances. Yes, I agree with it being your #1 choice. Dior Homme Intense, romantic, sweet, powdery chocolates that I personally don't like. It's not my style of perfumery. Good perfumery, but I don't like it. Dolce & Gabbana The One EDP, safe, amber with tobacco. Your first easy to buy date night fragrance. Good fragrance. Floriental Comme de Garcons. Now this gentleman has taste. He is cultured. I think it's such an underrated fragrance. It is the woody fragrance for people who want an alternative to blue fragrances. It's a very nice sandalwood fragrance you can wear at any time. Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Forever, I think is a little bit overhyped. It's very polarizing in one way, in my opinion. If you like grapefruit, it's very much a grapefruit fragrance, very much one-dimensional in my opinion for that reason. I personally want a bit more going on in the fragrance, but it's a nice grapefruit scent. Angel Shares by Kilian, very high quality, worth the price. It is a gourmand praline fragrance mixed with booze, I think a whiskey note. Definitely worth it. Azzaro The Most Wanted, I call this the Versace Eros Killer. This is loud, sexy, toffee, beautiful scent, super underrated. Nautica Voyage. Now this is your #1 scent. That is really surprising. I don't want to judge, but I think you probably need to be trying more fragrances. I mean, it's a nice cheapie, but I'm not sure if it's as your #1 fragrance currently. Yeah, it's nice, affordable, synthetic, aquatic cucumber that has good performance. Nice for the price, but I think you need to up your fragrance game. Tom Ford Ebene Fume. Now, I was a little bit underwhelmed by this fragrance. It's one of his new releases. It's very smoky, woody. It has a Palo Santo note in it, and it kind of reminds me of Penhaligon's Halfeti. I would rather go for Penhaligon's Halfeti. I think this fragrance is overpriced. Allure Edition Blanche by Chanel. The perfect creamy citrus fragrance. Encre Noire by Lalique, the original. I would call it dark, unforgiving vetiver. It's smoky, has a lot of character in it. I personally could not rock it. I actually think, ironically, the Extreme is more safe, and the Sport version is the safest out of the 3. Hugo Boss Bottle Intense, unfortunately discontinued, but it took a classic DNA and made it perform really well. It made it a little bit more sweet. It smelled like a fresh apple pie, which was just a beautiful DNA. I'm gonna miss it. Get it if you can, it is worth getting. Dior Sauvage Elixir. Solid release, I think they did well. They were creative with it. However, this fragrance makes me uncomfortable just due to how strong it is. Even like, yeah, 2 sprays, I was getting uncomfortable by how potent it is. It's very synthetic still, in my opinion. I think if you will only keep this fragrance, I had this fragrance, I gave it away. You'll only keep it if you really love the DNA, in my opinion. But I appreciate what they did with the Sauvage line with it. Xerjoff 40 Knots, 10 out of 10, perfection. The perfect salt and amber fragrance. It's such a unique, massively done summer fragrance that can be worn as a signature all year round. Easy, worth the price. Absolutely, even online now it's going for such ridiculously good prices. I say get it, guys. Acqua di Gio Absolute. This goes away from the original Acqua di Gio DNA. It's probably one of the most unique in the entire line. It sort of takes that bubblegum Invictus DNA and makes it more mature and smooth. It has fantastic performance. It's a loud fragrance. It lasts about 8 to 10 hours. Armani Code Eau de Parfum. It takes the original Armani Code, makes it have less character, in my opinion, by taking away the star anise notes, which I personally loved, and then made it a bit more focused on vanilla, some sweetness, a bit closer to the skin, but it's now longer lasting, giving the original finally some good performance in today's formulations. Did you guys enjoy this video? I found it quite fun to see what you guys are currently loving at the moment. Make sure to share your current #1 favorite fragrance down in the comments below, and check out our other videos which go in a rapid format like this as well. We'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.